What's going on, people? Welcome back to United View and welcome to another video with the one and only Dr. Andre. But don't panic. You lot are probably thinking, what's going on? Another injury? He's going to be breaking down somebody's knee or ankle or shoulder. There isn't like a random injury you don't know about. Today we're up at the clinic here at Oxford Natural because there's a new product. We've touched on it slightly when we were talking about that Ahmad injury just before, and we said we'll be taking a deeper dive into it. What is this new product, Dr. Andre, that we're going to be using and getting our teeth into, but not going to be chewing it, but you know what I mean. What is it?
Yeah, well, Digest and Digest Plus are these new products. There's never been a more important time to look after your gut health. Why? Well, the modern diet is not what it was in terms of nutrient content and really where it comes from and how processed food is. There's an never-ending stream of stress that we're going through, which means that things move faster through your gut and you don't absorb what you should. We're taking more antibiotics than we ever used to, and antibiotics destroy the bacteria in your gut and take away the healthy ones and leave the bad ones behind. And people are getting more and more food intolerances, and we're learning more and more about the problem of leaky gut as well. So these are 5 reasons why you've got to start taking care of your gut health. And okay, not everyone's an athlete or a footballer, but last time I checked, everybody had a gut. Okay?
Yeah, I think we all definitely agree on that.
And we've all had, you know, I said to you before, when you go away from home to a new country, Far East, India, Africa, whatever, what's probably the first system that gets attacked and destabilized by your new environment? It's always your gut. Okay?
Definitely, always that.
It's because that's how you interact with the world. Okay, you take food in. It's one of the few ways you do actually interact directly with the world. So if that barrier between you and the world is leaky, inflamed, working too fast, you won't feel right in yourself. And the gut is not just an isolated part of your body, it links with your brain. The gut-brain axis is crucial for happiness. And also, if the gut is leaking things through, letting things in, then your body's under fire, under attack from toxins, from poisons in the environment, which make you sick and ill long term. So we created with our life scientists a product that covers really all these factors. And you mentioned before about there being a probiotic, a prebiotic, and a postbiotic. I don't really expect you to know exactly what those things are.
I have heard of prebiotic though.
Yeah.
Well, I actually heard the term biotic. I have heard the term prebiotic, and in my own experience, I'll be deadly honest with you because it's a basic level. My thing, I know there's loads of other brands available, etc., but a Danone or a Yakult or that type of, what's the other one? Optimum.
Yeah.
And the reason why I like having, especially like a Danone, is because it tastes sweet like a yogurt. And that's it. So anytime I've had them in the past, not religiously, I'm not really thinking about, oh, it's really good for my gut. And I convince myself that, but really, it's just sweet and it tastes like a Munch Bunch yogurt, but thinner.
Yeah, it'd be lovely if you could just take a yogurt and it was sweet and gorgeous and everything was right. But you know, life doesn't work that way. It just doesn't really work that way. The problem is the stomach is full of acid that just obliterates everything that you take in that format. So a yogurt might have some bacteria in it. I mean, all yogurt has bacteria, so it makes it yogurt. But the stomach just obliterates it. You've got to time this right. You've got to put these live bacteria, these 15 million CFUs, 15 billion, I should say, CFUs in the capsule. We make a special capsule that doesn't break down for 3 hours. That's enough time to get through the stomach and weave its way through your gut into the large bowel, and then it breaks down. Then it opens up. So the bacteria are delivered healthy and living into the right place. Otherwise, these yogurt drinks, they get obliterated by stomach acid and you're really just burning money. Because they're not cheap either.
Thanks. Yeah, they're not cheap. And thanks for letting me know that. Because like I say, I've had my different phases through a Yakult, a Danone, an Optimum. In the morning, I think I'm on my way to the gym. I'm like, yeah, get my Optimum down with that. Yeah, it's sweet, it's nice, bit sugar boost, etc. But I shouldn't be using it as that. But again, just like when we was, when you were first introducing us to Optimum, which again, of course, we still take. Like I always maintain with Optimum, it's not a crash course of just take this for a couple of days. It's still part of my life now. But it just helped me dispel like a lot of the myths or routines that kind of just kind of get given to, or you just inhibit them just from just society.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm looking forward to addressing sort of my like gut issues, because it's not something that you can't see just by looking. Sometimes, you know, you might be going to the toilet more often than not. You might not sure what foods set you off, etc. It is so important, but it's never something I've actually taken the step back to go, right, let me look at my gut actually. Like, I'm just like, yeah, healthy diet, go gym and stuff, but the gut's so important.
It's critical. And again, if you just ask any 100 people who here has a gut issue, bit of IBS, bit of intolerance, maybe that bowel habit isn't quite what they want, I mean, so many hands will go up in the air. So we know it's a big issue out there. So we give you the bacteria. You said before, bio, right? Like probiotic, prebiotic. The bio means biome. That's the gut, the family of bugs that live in your gut. And there are billions of these guys. They weigh pounds. They are just like, it's crazy to think how clever these things are. And we're learning more and more every year just how crucial they are in terms of keeping us healthy. One of the biggest things that these good bacteria do is they take the roughage that we eat, the fiber that we eat, they break it down, and they give us a little treat at the end called butyrate. And butyrate is a fatty acid. You absorb it through your bowel. It goes to your brain, makes you feel happy, and suppresses appetite. So you don't eat as much. You won't get as hungry. You won't get the craving as much. So this is a lovely relationship between you and the good bacteria. When you have the bad bacteria, they don't do that. They just steal things off you, give you nothing. And within an hour of eating, you're starving all over again. And that's one of the main issues why we get a bit heavy and stay heavy. And then, so before antibiotics, they wipe out your bacteria for a few weeks. You have to rebuild them. So for anybody has taken antibiotics,
which is why
antibiotics, they're going to kill your bacteria. And it's a real problem when you're a doctor. People come in, they've got a cough and a cold. Oh, doc, last time I had an antibiotic, I was better within a day. You go, oh, I mean, one, they don't work that fast, and they'll kill every healthy bacteria you have, and leave you vulnerable to infection and mood issues and bad digestion for 4 weeks to come. So again, this is a great way to replenish these gut buddies, these good bacteria, but it doesn't end there. They need really decent food. So the prebiotic is what feeds them. So we don't just land these great bacteria in your gut. We give them all a packed lunch, okay? Their favorite packed lunch, okay? They open it, they're living, reproducing really quickly straight away. So prebiotic and probiotic, that's the starting point. And then as the icing on the gut bacteria cake is the postbiotic. I said before, the bacteria make this bit of butyrate, which helps everything. It takes a while to build up enough bacteria for that to be effective. So we give you the butyrate in there
as well.
So you get the benefits of a healthy gut lining, because the bacteria and this postbiotic will help the lining, the tiling. The tiling needs to be perfect, so nothing can leak through. The old Trafford roof.
Oh, why? Why? But it's the most easiest way for me to understand it, and for us to understand it.
If the roof is tiled, nothing gets through. All the beloved fans dries in.
We're gonna have a tent over that soon, mate. Don't worry.
Once you start having gaps in there, everything, all the garbage can pour through, not just water in this case. And you don't really want what's in your bowel getting into your body. Think about it. It's the one thing you don't want to do. So getting that strength from the postbiotic thing is really, really advantageous.
So to finish off, how do you take this? How often do you take this? We're on Optimum, so we're used to taking our Optimum. Can we take it alongside our Optimum as well?
You totally can. And the idea is it's a morning and night time. Okay. So the idea is you take one in the morning, one at night time. The digest is I would use that. My gut needs a bit of help, but not massive help. If you have IBS, if you have some gut issues, then you go for the digest plus. It's that bit more potent, a bit more bacteria. You've just had antibiotics, that's the one to go for as well. And yes, for then you take them in the morning and in the night time too. So you have a 12-hour cover. So always morning, always night time.
Perfect. Well, guys, listen, we all need help with our bodies. We all need to have natural ingredients, natural things in our bodies to help us alongside. Like say, you've got to put the work in. We've seen this with Optimum. It's not just take this and everything's fixed, but this is important because, like you say, we eat every day, we drink every day, we're consuming a lot into our body. So I'm looking forward to it, to finally addressing, again, to continue to address the insides. Optimum was doing a great job of that, and still is. And now I'm going to add this in as well. So there'll be a link in the video description, guys, so you can get your digest. So make sure you check that out. And we'll be letting you guys know the updates about how we're doing on it as well. Dr. Andre, always a pleasure to come up to the clinic and get an insight. And we'll see you guys on another video very, very soon. Take care.